Ahoy, sailors! So you want to go book your Virgin Voyage and you see something called a lock-it-in rate and you're wondering, what's that? Well, we're going to give you the pros and cons of the lock-it-in rate. I'm Bob.
And I'm Kelly. And we're going to break it down for you guys because we did a lock-it-in rate on our last cruise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, so first of all, what the heck is a lock-it-in rate?
It is a guaranteed cabin in a certain category at a lower price.
Right. So we're going to talk to you guys about pros and cons of booking a lock-it-in rate from our personal experience and tell you guys some rules that also come with a lock-it-in rate cabin.
Right. And these rules are direct from the Virgin Voyages website.
Yeah, so do you want to start with pros or cons?
I'm going to start with pros.
Okay.
First off, you get a lower price.
Right, yeah, so you're basically getting maybe a couple $300 off a cabin. Say, for example, if you want to book a sea view cabin. Sea view means you have a window, no terrace. You're going to go on the Virgin Voyages website and it says, you know, here's your categories of cabin. If you're looking at a sea view cabin, there's usually something that says lock it in rate. It's going to be a couple, maybe $200-300 cheaper.
It just depends on the category, because if you go and you do lock it in on Rockstar or Mega Rockstar, which they do have those,
yes,
you may save thousands or $8,000.
You could.
It could be significant.
You can save some money on that.
Right. The con about the lock it in rate is you don't know where your cabin is going to be.
Right.
So you do know what category it's going to be in, but you don't know where. So it's like it could be the front, could be the back, could be the top, could be the bottom,
Could be the middle.
could be the middle.
Yeah.
You don't know, and you're not going to know till maybe a week before you sail.
A week or even up to, a day or two before you sail.
Yes.
If you're like me and you're a total control freak, I like to know where my cabin is. So it was a little difficult for me not knowing where our cabin was going to be.
I thought it was a little difficult also, but I was very excited. I was anticipating where it's going to be. I just want to go. I just want to know.
Well, you're a kind of more of a roll the dice kind of person than I am.
Right.
You're like, hey, it'll be an adventure. Let's see where they assign us our cabin. And if you're good with that, then that would be a pro for you guys.
That's true.
Yeah.
That would be a pro.
Yeah. Another pro with a lock-it-in rate is you could be assigned a cabin in a higher category than what you booked. So, for example, on our last cruise, we booked a lock-it-in insider cabin, and Virgin upgraded us for free to a sea view.
Yes.
So they can give you a cabin in a higher category. So if you're saying, hey, I'm cool with an insider cabin, I'm going to pay like the cheapest possible rate that I possibly can, you can get assigned a higher cabin, a sea view or sea terrace. They're not going to upgrade you to a Rockstar Suites. Sorry, guys.
No.
But you can get upgraded to a higher cabin on Virgin,
Right.
at their expense without having to pay for it.
Exactly. Which happened to us. So
It did,
It was
yeah.
really great. We wanted that cabin that we got. It was good.
Yeah, it was great.
So, and a con to that is also you cannot bid on upgrades until you are assigned a cabin.
Right. So you will get numerous emails from Virgin saying, hey, bid on an upgrade, bid on an upgrade. You cannot do that until they actually assign you your cabin.
Right.
So, if you're willing to wait until like a week before your cruise and, you're really wanting a central sea terrace or something like that, you can bid on an upgrade. You just can't until they actually assign you your cabin.
Right. So we could have actually bid on an upgrade from the one we got.
Yep.
If we wanted to, but we were happy with our sea view.
We wanted to experience the sea view sea view cabin because we hadn't done that before.
Right. Sorry, I got a cat that's about to mess.
He's about to knock over our tripod.
Camera. So come on, dude, move.
Please,
No.
Rah.
Go. Another con is you cannot change anything.
Right. So that's why it's called lock it in.
Right.
You are locked into that sailing. You can't change the sailing. You cannot change the date of the sailing. You cannot change anything. So no changes, no modifications.
Nope.
So you're pretty much...
You are locked
in.
Exactly. So there's the name, locked in.
Yeah, so that can be a big con for you. Virgin is pretty good about changing sailing dates and things like that. There are no cancellations. You can't cancel. So you're pretty much stuck with that. If you want to book a lock-it-in rate, you need to be 100% sure that you can go on that cruise,
right?
Or you're going to lose out.
Exactly. It's like bye.
Yeah. Bye to your money.
Bye to your money. Bye to everything. So you better be sure you're going to be there. Of course, if you buy cruise insurance,
Right, and I am not sure. I don't think you can make modifications on, like, if you can't go, Virgin a lot of times will let you change the names on the sailing. I'm not sure the rules on that, so don't quote me on that one. Because there are no changes
or if you really want to be sure about that, call Sailor Services.
Yeah.
And because, you know, the rules change very quickly at Virgin.
They do, and we are not the authority on the rules at Virgin. No. We're just kind of telling you, you know, what we know.
Yes.
And, you know, trying to bring you guys some information to hopefully help you out if you're thinking about it.
About doing a lock-it-in rate.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all the cons and pros that we have, but we want to tell you about our experience. Our experience was... it was kind of nerve-wracking for me, just a little bit, just to book it, because, you know, there's no refunds. Right.
Yeah, in case there's an emergency or something happens or whatever, you know, you're pretty much stuck. Yeah.
So anyway, I wouldn't mind if we got, you know, had to stay with a insider. I was actually kind of crossing my fingers, hoping that we would get upgraded, and because they do that a lot.
Right.
But don't be surprised if you're not.
Right. So, yeah. So don't bank on it. I mean, you want to book the category of cabin that you are comfortable with. And then anything else is just going to be an added bonus.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, like, for example, if you want to book a lock-it-in Rockstar cabin and you're really, really wanting a suite aft suite, you can't book a lock-it-in suite aft suite. You're going to book a generic Rockstar cabin or Mega Rockstar, and they're going to assign you anything.
You could get a cheeky corner suite,
a seriously sweet, suite aft, so they can give you any of those suites.
Yes.
So, you know, if you're kind of going Rockstar status and you're super specific about wanting a certain cabin,
then you better book your certain cabin.
You may need to fork out the bucks for that cabin, just so you're guaranteed, if it's really, really important to you.
Right. Because there's no guarantee you're going to get I mean, they do say you will get the best cabin that's available in that category.
Yeah.
Because they do try, like, that's what they do anyway. When you book a Virgin Voyage, you get the best cabin available in that category when you book. Our experience, I was kind of like, I was really, really wanting to get our cabin number. I would check it a lot. I mean, I would check it like weekly, especially as it got closer.
Yeah, you have to be patient because, you know, it's a week or less.
Yeah, I think they guarantee you'll know by 3 days before.
Right.
I think so.
Yeah.
But, you know, we were just 2 weeks in, 2 weeks before the sailing, I still hadn't had our cabin. We still hadn't had our cabin. And they kept saying, you can upgrade. I tried to upgrade. No, you're not eligible to upgrade. That was my experience because I didn't know about waiting until you got your cabin assigned.
Right. We didn't know that you could bid on an upgrade once you did get your cabin assignment.
Right.
So we were just like, oh, you can't upgrade. So, you know, we were okay with that.
Yeah, we were fine with that. And then when we finally did get our cabin, I was really happy because I wanted a sea view just to see what it was like.
Yeah, so the sea view cabin they gave us was on deck 5. Great location. We really, really enjoyed it. There was only one negative about that was the noise at like 3:30 in the morning.
Right, from 3:30 to 4 there was
the
something going on at the casino.
I don't know what they were doing up there.
Party. But you can look at that video if you want to because we did that.
But you know, our experience, I liked it. Other than not knowing what our cabin was until, you know, right before we left. I enjoyed it. You know, we knew that we were going to be able to go. We were comfortable with no changes and no cancellations and no modifications, anything like that.
Yeah.
So if you want to save a little bit of money, it could be a good way for you to go.
And that, you know, would I do it again? Totally.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, I totally would. You know, you like I said earlier, you pick the category of cabin that you are comfortable with, whether it's Insider, Sea View, Sea Terrace, you know, Rockstar, whatever. You pick that minimum category, and then anything that they may assign you above that is just going to be an added bonus.
Just bonus.
Yep.
Okay. So
yeah, so I would totally do it again.
If you have any questions that we didn't answer, so just send us a comment, and we'll do our best to answer it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we did enjoy it. We would do it again, and that's, you know, I think that's testament enough right there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so hopefully this helps you guys out a little bit about what the lock-it-in rate is. We enjoyed it. We would do it again. It's not so scary, you know.
It's kind of fun. It's like opening a Christmas present.
It's like a gamble.
It is.
You never know what you're going to get.
But you know the least you're going to get. You just don't know if you're going to get a little extra.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyway. Like I said, hopefully that answers any questions that you might have. If it didn't, write them down in the comments below. Like I said, we don't know everything, but we will try to find it out for you.
Yes, we will.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, do us a huge favor because it helps us out. Hit the subscribe button, ding the notification bell so you know when we post, give us a thumbs up, and we will see you next time.
Okay.
Love you, bye.
Bye.